Hello and how are you? I welcome you to our second section of for today's lecture, learning how to create mobile applications using Flutter. In the first sessions we looked at so many things, looked at different layouts, we learned some techniques, different kind of techniques. We looked at rows and columns, we looked at container, we looked at basic way of how we can style a container, how we can style some text. We also looked at the difference between padding and margin. Yeah, so today, right now, we're going to proceed from where we stopped at in the previous class. Let us begin by setting up our timer. This is going to be 60 minutes straight. So I call upon you to be attentive in this last session as we do what? As we conclude everything for today. So with that much said, let's go straight into our today's business. So I'm going to resume from where I stopped at. You see here, we looked at, we could design this container. When you click there, it shows this container. So I'm going to give you a task that you should show me you understood what you're doing. Please try to show really that you understood. Okay, so let's go ahead and we see how we can create let's go ahead and proceed. We're going to proceed to text, but text I'll not go there because we've already looked at what's meant by text and how we use text. But we'll look at text, how we can style it, how we can style text multiple ways or in different ways. So right now we're going to look at images. You know, images play a very big role in our applications. So we're going to see how we can put images into our applications of Flutter. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to create another screen that we will use to demonstrate images. So I'll come here to maybe this row or this container that's already existing. I'll come and copy it and paste it. The main point here is to create a separate screen that we're going to use to demonstrate images like that. So I'll copy the text and then press enter. Then I'll come and select everywhere where there is this word container screen, press alt and enter and replace it with this guy. So I don't know why this guy is not replacing this guy of state. Come and copy this guy. It's optional, but just to be systematic, that's why I'm doing it like that. Okay, so there we are. Now what next? We are going to now create the demonstration. I'm going to change this guy to images, and then I'm going to remove everything in container and then put what we call delete even this one and put what we call images. So I'll come and change this one, maybe just put text and then put images. Okay, no problem. So after doing that, I'm going to add now this class or this screen. I'm going to link it with our main home screen. So I'll come to the main home screen, which is this one. I'm going to duplicate this guy, Ctrl D, and then change this one to images, and then say what about images, the description. You can write anything that explains it better, and then change the icon to a relevant icon to, can I have something called image in icon? No. Can I have something called photos? Yes. So I can use this guy, photo. So if I use photos, it can bring me something like, I don't know, that is photo. We can use that, no problem. So that is it. So I'm going to come here and remove where there is container screen and replace it what? With image screen. Press alt and enter so it can import the class on top here. Here. So after doing that, now it means that when someone clicks here, I'll be able to proceed to what? To images screen. Click there, boom, you're able to proceed to our image screen. Though in the image screen there is nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed to image screen. I'm going to remove this background color, the black one that I put in scaffold, so it can be white. So now, what are the images? Images, use them to present photos into, or to present images into a Flutter component, into a Flutter application. Now I'm going to demonstrate how we can present different images into our application. We have two types of images in Flutter. You have the local image, the image within your phone. For example, when you download a phone, sometimes it comes with some images, okay, those images that are inside the phone, okay, so those ones are called asset images. Then you have other images that are going to be fetched from internet, or the one that will be collected from internet. Let us say that you have created an application that will allow your users to create their account, and they will have maybe to upload their profile photos. So what does it mean? Mean that when they upload their profile photo, other people should be also able to collect it and see those profile photos. So it means that that image will have to come from internet. So that means this is a what? It's a profile photo. But the images that within the laptop, I mean within the app itself, that's what we call the what? The asset photo. So let us go ahead and demonstrate both of them. So to display an image in Flutter, for example, let us begin with asset image. It is really interesting. First of all, you need to have an image within your what? Within your laptop. I mean within your app. So to create that image, you have to organize and put it in a what? In a certain folder, and then you'll be able to do what? To reference it. So I'm going to come here and create a folder that I'm going to use to do what? To store my images. So to do that, I will come on top of my project outside the lib, not inside the lib, on top of the project, just within the project, there on top, and I'm going to create a special folder that I'm going to call assets. So inside assets is where I'll be putting my static files that I may need to reuse in the app, for example images, etc. So let me go ahead and put a new folder here. So I'll come here to the top of the project, not inside lib but outside lib, immediately after outside lib, but within the project. I'm going to create a new directory. So I'll click or right click and then say new and say directory. So I'll go ahead and put this directory should be called assets. So there I'll put my assets, or my things that I'll need to use within the what? Within the project. So in the asset you can break it down into different things. For example, you can put a lot of images, that of JSON, that of icon, that of etc, pictures, profile, as you want. So for me, I'm going to create a special asset, a special folder within asset that I'm going to specifically be putting images that I'll be reusing in my app. So right click there and say new and say directory and call it images. So I'll keep it in small letters, images, like this. Okay, so I'll save. So after doing that, I'm going to add some image within this project, within this folder. So to add an image, there are different ways. You can either drag and drop an image there, or you can open this folder within your browser, within your computer, and add their manual images. So I'll show you both ways. So I can right click and say come here to open in Finder. So if you're using Windows, you'll see open in Explorer. So I'll say open in Finder and it will bring for me the folder. Okay, so inside this asset folder, I'm going to add there some images. Let me see if I have some images in my laptop. If I have some images in my laptop, let me see. Let me see. Let's go ahead and get some image from internet so we can be able to demonstrate properly. So I'll open my browser, go to internet, and then come here to Unsplash. And then Unsplash, you'll find there beautiful, simple images. And then let me search here. What should I search? beautiful. Okay, so you can find here some different images. Okay, so if I come here, you see this one of the image, so I can go ahead and download this image. But you can find here some also images on Google. On Google, and click on the tab of image, you'll be able to see some images. Let me go ahead and pick this image, and I'm going to save it to my laptop, and then I also save it in what? In my Flutter project. So I'll save. Okay, after saving, I'm going to just give it one. It's WebP. I want the JPG. I want the JPG. Let me get this Lupita Nyong'o. Right click. I'm waiting for it to finish loading. My internet is slow. I want the JPG. Save image. One. Replace. Yeah, the JPEG. So I'm going to drag and drop this image within to my image folder here. Okay, so make sure that you put in the right place. Can I do that? Yes, I've dragged and put it. See, so image, I have one, which is Lupita Nyong'o, this one. Okay, so I'm going to put this image as an asset image in my project. Remember, I've just put it inside what? Inside my project. So I want to display it somewhere here. So you see, if I come here under images, at least I can see I have some image there. That is beautiful. So now what next? Next, I'm going to display this image on my on my Flutter screen, on my project screen here. Okay, so to do that, you do what you will first add this asset folder within your work projects. Oh, you have to tell Flutter that this folder I'm going to use it, or the company say this assets I'm going to use it. So to do that, otherwise it will not work. Otherwise it will not work. So you'll have to register this folder as an asset folder. So to do that, you just simply come to pubspec.yaml, pubspec.yaml, this file. That's the first step. And then you come and see where there is some things called asset what. Okay, I think I should rename this guy so that I should have also the same standard, but the naming is not a problem. No problem. So since all of their folders they are beginning with small letters, why is mine beginning with capital letters? Let me rename also mine and begin with small letter, but it has no problem. So I'm going to call it assets with small letter. So that's okay. Now I have to add this asset somewhere here. Okay, here where you see assets, you see where you see assets. So you have to remove this comment, and then start adding the folders that you're going to use in your project. For example, I want to use this folder of asset. So if I want to use everything inside assets, I'll just simply write dash and write the name of the folder and then put /. So by doing like that, Flutter will know that I want to use this asset folder, all of it. So if I want to use only the images, I can duplicate this guy and put stroke, images, then stroke. So Flutter will know that I want to use this assets image inside the images. So do that. Otherwise, if you don't do that, then it will not work. And another thing, make sure that the indentation is as its best. Otherwise, if you put wrong indentation, still it will not work. This asset, it should begin immediately on the same line. You see? On the same line with where everything is beginning after Flutter here. Okay? And then this dash should come after. You see, just come on top and press here, enter. You see how I've done it? Come on top, press enter, and then they'll give you then a space, then the name of the folder, and then I'm repeating this because it is very important. If you don't do it, then you'll not be able to display asset images. So I've done that in the YAML file and I save. So it is better to restart my app so that they should reload this YAML file properly. So I've added it. Now the next thing, I can be able now to reuse the images. So let us wait for it to load and I show you how we can now use asset image. So to use asset image, we come here, and then I'm going to remove this text, and I'm going to put there maybe the image that I want. So I'll just simply come and say image. So this is how we write image. So it's a widget. So this image will take a what? A parameter called image. Okay, an image will take a compulsory parameter called image. So this image, I just write like this image. Now this image will either take a network image or an asset image. So I want to put asset image, the one within here. So I'll just simply come and say asset image, like this, asset image. So this asset image will take a parameter of the path of the image that you want to display. So if I want to display this 1.jpg, I will have to come and specify by beginning with assets, make sure write correct spelling, stroke images, stroke 1.jpg. I hope it works, and I pray because it can become problematic. Yeah, I'm now an expert. Wow, that thing used to make me cry. Spent the whole day trying to put an asset image. That right now I can't even do it without cheating anyway. It's beautiful. So you see, I'm able to display. That's beautiful, isn't it? It is beautiful. So that is how we display asset image. Are we together? So this, I can specify multiple parameters. Okay, so I can specify, for example, width. Okay, so width I can set maybe it should be 50. I mean maybe 500 pixels, 500 pixels, oh 300 pixels. So you see, it is being reduced to 300 pixels. You get it, eh? So let me put here maybe some background color and make it maybe colors dot gray dot shade maybe 200. So you see, I have that image well presented. So there are so many things that we will look when you're designing image, making it rounded, making it what, will come back for it. So I can specify its height, maybe I say also 300. Okay, so it is 300 by 300. Now this image I can go ahead and look what we call the boxing. Let me make this guy maybe 700 seconds. So I can go ahead and we call what we call fitness. Okay, fitness. How do you want this image to fit? You see, for example, sometimes image is bigger. See, there are so many things that you can pass here. You can even specify its opacity, its color in the background when the image is loading. So there are so many things that you can specify here. So the important thing that you can specify is fit. How best do you want this image to fit here? Because sometimes the dimension is not. For example, you see, I put 30 by 30, 300 by 300, but it's still fitting it all. But what if I want only a square part to be displayed? So I'll have to specify this parameter called fit, and the parameter fit will take an option called box fit, and then put dot. So dot, you have fill. So try fill and see. So fill, it will try to fill the whole. Let me show you. Let me first remove this guy and put maybe color and maybe make it red. So the image space is red. Okay, sorry, it is covering everything. Okay, so fit is how do you want. So this is a square thing. Can you see? It is a square. So it means it begins from here and here it is 300. But you see the whole image is being displayed here. Let's say it's 200 by 200. Okay, so you see the whole image is being displayed. Now what if we want some part only to display? So what do? We use fit and specify with box fit. So I can say dot fill. So dot fill, it will try to fill the available space. Okay, can you see? That's how it has looked like. Let me make it maybe 400 by 400. Okay, so you will try to fill the whole available space, whether the dimensions are there or not. It will try to fill the available space. That dot fill. So you can try another one. Another one is dot what? Dot fit height. So it will make sure the height is fit. The height 100% of height is fit. Another one is fit width. Okay, fit width. So it will not consider everything, but will make sure that the width is what is filled. Okay, is the whole width is displayed. You see, that is fit width. Okay, so it depends on how much one. So another one, I think the most popular that one everyone that uses is the cover. So when I put cover, it will cover the space, but it will show you only the interesting pixels in the specific square. It will not mess up with even with what? With the image dimension. So we have another one called scale down. So scale down, it will make sure everything is fit within the screen, within the provided space. We have another one called contain. Contain, it will also make sure everything is filled within the space. So the most important one that we use either fill and cover. So the cover is what I recommend, but it will be up to you how much. You see, it does not mess up with the entire image. So even though my dimension is, you see, the image was vertical, but even if my dimension is horizontal, you see, I'm able to see what I want to see. And if maybe now the dimensions are matching, almost matching, then it will not mess up the whole image. To show you almost what you want. So those are the parameters that you can pass to what? To an image, and that is how you can display an asset image. So if you want to display another image, go ahead and add it there. So we proceed. Let's make this guy 300 by 300. Okay, so we proceed. We proceed to display online image. Okay, so let me add here columns that I can have multiple things. So column here. So I'm going to display another image, but from internet, or the image that is from the link. Okay, so if I want to display an image from the link, I'll have first to have the link. It's going to be the same logic, but the only difference is it's going to be exactly the same logic, but the only difference is instead of putting here the word, the class of asset image, you pass a class of network image. Okay, so here you pass the URL, the link. So let me go ahead and get the link from internet, and I see. So let me come here and search Wakanda. Searching Wakanda, they bring me Museveni. That's unfair. So you see, that's an image of Wakanda. So I can open image in new tab, open image in new tab, so I can get its link. So its link is on top here. You see? So I'll copy it, copy the image URL, and come here. Instead of putting where there is network image, I'm going to pass the path and put the URL that I've just copied. You see? So wherever the image is coming from. So let me save to load. Can you see? So this image is the image that we not put in our what? In our system, but it is coming from what? From internet. It is that pretty simple, isn't it? It is. One more thing. Let me search maybe. Let me get this image, for example. It's loading. Open image and get its path. Okay, get its path. Now I can close my browser. Now duplicate it and come here refresh, cut this and replace the new URL. So now you'll see the image has come, but you'll see this problem on bottom here. So that is the problem that I wanted you to experience by yourself, but I've just brought it so that you can see. So this column is not scrollable. Can you see? I cannot scroll it. So if you want it to an item that can be scrolled, you have what you call list view. So with the list view, you can be able to scroll. You get it? Eh? You can be able to do what? To scroll. Can you see? I'm able to scroll. So you see, I'm able to display image from what? From internet. That is what? That's amazing. This is an image from assets. These are images from internet. So how to style those images, we'll look at it. But for now, you can play with that. So I hope we are still on the same page. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm talking about. Okay, we proceed. We proceed now to styling. How can we style our text? How can we style our containers? Okay, this is beautiful, isn't it? This is beautiful. So since now we have known that that column cannot be scrolled, so it means that also when you reach here at the end of this column, when you reach at the end of this thing, we cannot be able to scroll it. So it will be wise on our menu to turn it a list view instead of column view. So I'll come to what? I'll come to our main and change this guy from column to list view. Otherwise, I was waiting for you to discover that by yourself when you reach at the end and you see you cannot scroll. But it's okay, no problem, I've shown it to you. So now I'm there. Now the next thing we're going to look at text decoration, or what you call styling. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to begin with text, then we come to container, and then maybe you can call it a day. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'll paste this guy here, then other layouts we can learn them along the way. So we have images, so I'm going to call this guy text decoration or text styling. Okay, text styling. We're going to see how we can style our text in different ways. So there we go. So I have text styling. Let me come here and I put a relevant icon of text. Yeah. So it's beautiful. We proceed now to text styling itself. So let's go ahead and create it. So let's go ahead and create a special class for that. I'll come and to my screens. I'm going to create another screen for text styling. Okay, let me use this screen of images. So I'll copy it and paste it, or you can press F5 to copy. It's just F5 to copy. That's another shortcut. So I'm going to call this guy text styling screen. Press enter, come and replace everything here. Press alt and F, alt and enter. We're good. This guy, let me just call it my screen, my state. Let me call it my state, other than keep on changing relevant names every time, just like this. Okay, so let me go here and call it text styling. That's our title. Come and remove. We can leave the list view. We can remove the images. and put here text, my text, save. So let's go ahead and link this guy to our home page. Guys, are you there? Are you following? Do you still have energy? So I'll come here and link here to text. Press Alt and Enter. That's it. So now if someone clicks here, he will be taken to our text styling. So let me click. See, there we are. Click, there we are. So it's beautiful. Now let's go ahead and do the text styling. So we begin by looking at the text. How can we deal with text? So before we look at styling, let us first look at more parameters that the text can take. So press Ctrl and click on it. You'll be able to see them. Text will take style, text align. Okay, text alignment. So let me surround this text with container so I can have full view of it. So the first thing is text alignment. So before we look at styling, so on the parent component of a text to take itself will take text alignment. So text alignment, let us see what it will take. Of course, you have to try by putting the same name but begin with capital letter. Most of the time it will be the 1. So you see, text alignment will take text alignment dot something. So if I put dot center, what does it mean? It will be centered. Beautiful. If I put dot what? Dot justify, since it is one line, it will not look like it has been justified. But the point is, if it is too much line, you know what's meant by justified. The content will be justified. So that is text alignment. You can align your text just straight from the top of the text class. So what else can we do on top? We have our text alignment locally, that is language overflow. That is when it overflows what should be done. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, because you're going to face these problems. Let's say that I have my text here, okay, as much as this. Maybe it is too much than that. Is it adding? Save. You see, I have 3 lines of text. Can you see? Hope you can see it. So there is a way how you can limit according to your design. You can as well limit how many lines you want the text to display. So you do that by passing what you call max lines. Max lines will help you to limit the number of lines that you want the text to display. So if I can say I want only this text, even though how big it is, I want to display one line. So you see, I've specified 1 line, it has displayed 1 line. So after doing that, the next thing I want to show that, hey, this text was truncated, was cut. So if I want to see the user, to show the user, we have what we call overflow. So overflow will take what we call text overflow. Okay, so this text overflow will have multiple parameters like ellipsis. So ellipsis is going to put there the dots at the end of the text in case it overflows. I hope, can you see this? Can you see those 3 dots? So that will tell the user that this text was what? Was truncated. That is overflow. So you can play with others. We have other ones called visible. We have other one called fade. So fade text to look like what? Like it is fading. Can you see? In the bottom, it looks like it is what? It is fading to be truncated. So that is overflow. So we can proceed now straight to what? To text style. So text style will help you, or will give you full control on how you want your text to appear. How you want your text to appear. That's what we call what? Text style. Now let us go ahead and see how we can style our text. So to style our text, you can simply write style and then So style will take a parameter called text style. Okay, members, I hope you're following. So style will take a parameter called text style. So let's go ahead and pass the text style parameter. Text style, begin with capital letter text style and open bracket. Now, inside text style, you'll give the rules that you want your text to do what? You want your text to follow. Let me duplicate this guy so that we can have at least two that we're going to use to demonstrate. Okay, so let me make this text very simple. I can call it my text. So let us see possible parameter that you can take. So this text style, if you click on it, it will show you the parameters it will take. Okay, there are pretty many, but they will help us. So the first thing is the color. So the color will help us to tell us which color I want our text to be. So of course, to take the colors parameter and say maybe green. So that is straightforward and predictable. Our text is going to look green. As you can see, it has appeared green. Let me zoom so you can see things clear. Okay, it has appeared green. So another thing, another parameter, we have background color. Which color do you want in the background of that particular text? Of course, colors, it will take also colors dot maybe yellow. So the background color of that text will appear yellow. Okay, so another thing that it takes the font size. That is very important. You see, it has changed to yellow. So I can say maybe this guy should be black and then the front should be. So another thing that it takes the font size. Okay, so I can put font size and then I specify the size as I'm seeing how it will change. If I make it 18 to look like that, if I make it 20, so you pass that one into the text style. Another parameter, we have font weight, how heavy you want your text to appear. So I'll come here and say font weight and say maybe this one you just write font weight dot W700. So they range from 100 to. So let me show you something beautiful here. So I can say my text should have font size of 40. So it's super huge. Okay, but I want it to be slim. So according to your creativity, they give you all the ability. So how are you creative? So if you have too much sense of design, you can even make beautiful things than your teacher. So things are fair here now. Okay, so if I put 100, you see my text are super slim. So another one saying, no, my app, I want, most especially maybe ladies, they have that kind of, they will know exactly what they want. The text is so huge, I want it to be slim. Here it should be bold. So you can control all that from there. But we men, we just do anything. Nechikola, no genda kuchidala. You see? So you can control the what? The weight of your text. So it can be big but slim. It can be slim but big. And vice versa. So let us see what else. What other parameter it takes. Font weight. We are done with it. Font style. Font style. I don't know it. Font style, I think that's where I can specify whether it should be bold or not. Font style, you can use font style dot This is where you can put it, whether it should be in italics. You see, that's where I can put it, maybe to be in italics. You see, it has appeared in italics. We have letter spacing, so I'm not going to explain everything here. Some other, you'll come and play with them in your free time. Letter spacing, you can even specify how the distance should be between your letters. For example, I put 1, can put 3. So all these, the different things they're giving them to you, so that you can be able to play with. We have text shadow. You want your text to have some shadow, you can all do that. You see, so this text shadow will take a list of shadows. So please come and play with it and see how you can make everything better than it is. Okay, so that is my simple design of text. And when you practice, you'll see even multiple things that you can do with what? With text. So I can change here maybe font weight to done read. See? So that is it about my text. So you come and go ahead and explore even other more features that you can use to play with the text. Apply shadows and the rest. Okay, as you've seen the parameters. So the next thing that we're going to do is the container styling, because that is also another important thing. You may need to style the container to create better user interfaces. So let's go ahead and create that on our home. So we're going to add here what we call container styling. Okay, so I hope you guys are following, because I'm going to give you a task, though this task 4 will merge it together with task 3. So I'm going to call this guy container styling. Container styling. Save that, and then maybe let me put a relevant icon. My emulator is becoming slower. Oh, am I doing the right thing? Where am I? Am I at home? Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Oh my god. So let me go back to main, and then duplicate this guy, and then add container styling. Okay, container styling. So decorating containers. Okay, so let us go ahead and see how we can decorate container. So I'm going to create another screen that I'm going to use to demonstrate the container styling. So I'll come here to this guy, and then I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, this guy. So press F5 to duplicate, or copy and paste. So I'm going to call this guy container styling. Okay, so container styling, press enter. I'll come here and search everything where there is this word and paste it. So after doing that, I'll save and come and change this title, and then call it maybe container styling. So I'll remove this guy. Let me remove these guys. So I remove, and then I come and call this guy container styling, like this. Okay, so after doing that, I will go ahead and come and add this container styling, this class, to our home page, right? To link it to our home page. So I'll come to main, here, and then come and remove this guy and change to container styling. Beautiful. So I will come and add relevant icon, style, theme, maybe, I don't know, design. Let me put this guy. So that is where we're going to look at container styling. So if I tap there, I'm able to navigate to the to the container styling section. Let's go ahead and create our container and style it from there. So I'll come to our screen of container styling and remove this guy and create our first container. So to create the container, I'll just simply put container, and that's how we create a container. Even giving it a child is an option if you didn't know. So let us first pass some important things. For example, if electricity goes, just know I will go off. So I'm going to say ahead and say color and give it a red color. And then let us specify its width and give it maybe 400, and then let us specify its height and give it 300 also. So we're going to have something like that. It's loading for a minute. Am I in the right section anyway? Container styling, yes, yeah, we have got that. Okay, so let me change this guy to column because list has to how it is transforming my things. Okay, so that's it. Now I want to center this container. By the way, there's another class called center. This guy will center your items. Okay, so let us give this container some margin. Okay, let's give some margin. Let us put some child and give it text inside there. So put text inside. So guys, be attentive. These things are important. Text, maybe some data. So I can change this text status. Now we know how to style the text. I will now know how to change its color, text style, and then put color to white. Beautiful. There we go. I can even increase its font size. Now we know how to increase the font size, and maybe make it 20. So there we go. We have some text inside the container. So another thing, now I want to see how I can start playing with this container. Let us give it margin. So we can give it margin of edge inset dot all and make it maybe 20. Okay, so that is our simple container. But you know, we are still just on top. We have not started styling it. We are still on top. We are still on its very top. We have not started entering into its basic styling. So that's what we've come up with, but we are still on top. So if I click there, you can see more things that you can do with the top side. Now let us go ahead and start styling it. So a container will take a parameter called style. Okay, style like this. Let's take a parameter called decoration, not style. Let's take the text decoration. Take a parameter called decoration. In fact, this guy should be called decoration, not styling. This guy is decoration. So container decoration. Okay, so now this decoration, can click on it again, click on it, you see what it takes. Decoration. So I'll come here and put decoration. This decoration does not take a dot, but you open for it a bracket. Are we together? So let us see different things that a decoration can take. So you do what you call box decoration, not just the decoration, and open bracket like this. Let us see different things that a box decoration can take. So if you click on this box decoration, you'll see multiple things. The first thing, it can take color. But if you color here, for example, maybe I call it green, it means that I've specified 2 colors on this particular container. And do you know what is going to happen? It is going to crash. Why? You're contradicting yourself. So what do? If you know you're going to specify color into decoration, don't put it on the what? In the parent. That is how you solve that problem. Okay, so let us look at much more decoration. We have other parameter called image. I don't know what image does. What does it do? Decoration image. Let me see what it does. If I pass image, what will it take? Will it take asset image? It takes. Let me see what it takes. I've never done it. Decoration image. Does it have a dot? Okay, pass something inside. Let's see what it takes. It takes image. Okay, it takes image. I think it can be asset image. Yes, pass assets stroke images stroke 1 dot jpeg, and you see I've never seen this before. Is it the background image? I don't know. Oh, it's a background image. Every day I've been suffering with this thing. I never knew. I swear I've been suffering. I could pass very far to put a background image. So I've also learned this. That's beautiful, isn't it? So you can even do what? You can even specify the feet. Whoa. Box what? Box feet. Cover. Can it cover? Hey, oh, that's beautiful. Oh my god, I never knew this. I've been suffering with achieving just this something small. Okay, it's beautiful. I've learned something great. I'm happy. So happy. I never knew it. Wow. I was suffering, my friends, because of that. Just putting an image in background, I was really passing so far. So far. But I've just learned it. Okay, that's beautiful. Now let me go ahead and comment this image to be another day's work. So can I pass overlay? I don't know. Okay, let me first comment this image. Let me see different parameters. It can take color filter, it can take error, opacity, scale, repeat, color. Oh wow, it's amazing. So let me go ahead and comment. This will be for you to try again, to try out. So you can even do some background image. That's beautiful. Let's look at more parameters. We have looked at image, we have looked at border. So these borders can come here and specify border. So guys, make sure that you pause the video and try everything. Don't just watch when you're practicing. Box border, and so the border will take what you call box border. Okay, so this box border will take a bracket. To take border, and then you can specify all. Okay, so this border will take a parameter called border dot. So if you want to specify the whole action, I mean the border to work on the whole screen, just put dot all. Okay, then you start specifying your border. Okay, so the border is the frame that surrounds. So guys, electricity has gone, my screen has gone off for now. Let me have your comments. I will record and finish that decoration part before I upload the video. But before we go, let me first hear your input. I can still get you. So, unmute and say something. I'll need 2 gentlemen, 2 ladies, and then we'll call it a day.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, hello, can hear you.
Yeah, I have a problem with the including asset. I don't know whether you can go over it again.